Hi, I'm Dave Dobler from LakeHouseNY.com, and welcome to a discussion about a very important topic that could save you thousands of dollars for your waterfront home purchase. It's also a topic that's quite often misunderstood. It's agency disclosure. Sounds like a boring topic, but just hang in there with me while I explain it quickly, because the agent that you choose could have a big impact on your buying experience for your waterfront property. New York State, as well as I believe most states, have a mandatory agency disclosure law. So let me show you the form that New York State uses. The important thing is, right up at the top of the form, it says this is not a contract. So this does not obligate you to anything. All this is a disclosure. The agent is responsible for providing you this form. You have to sign the form prior to looking at any properties. Let me hit some of the highlights of the form. At the top it explains what a seller's agent is. A seller's agent is an agent who is engaged by a seller to represent the seller's interest. Make sense? That is the agent that has the sign in the yard. The seller has hired that agent and the company to represent them, also called the listing agent. Next type of agency is buyer's agent. A buyer's agent is an agent who is engaged by a buyer to represent the buyer's interest. So that's what we do at LakeHouseNY.com. We don't list any properties. We represent you and solely you as the buyer. So our fiduciary duty is always to you, the buyer. The next kind of agency is called a dual agent. That's when it gets kind of confusing and a bit tricky. A dual agent is when you call or are working with the listing agent or any of the agents that work in their office. So basically, if you look at a house and the agent that you're working with, their company sign is in the front lawn, they cannot represent you. They will then become a dual agent. And that's explained on the form as in such a dual agency situation, the agent will not be able to provide the full range of fiduciary duties to the buyer and the seller. New York State felt it was so important. In bold letter on the form, they put a buyer or seller should carefully consider the possible consequences of a dual agency relationship before agreeing to such representation. So if you're working with the listing agent or the listing company, you will lose some fiduciary duties or obligations that the agent cannot provide to you. So basically, LakeHouseNY.com, we work hand in hand with all the listing offices. We have access to all of the homes that are for sale. Does not cost you anything more to work with a buyer's agent. We get compensated by the listing office because they share their commission for having us bring you, the buyer, to them and the seller. So if we can help you find a property, give us an email, give us a call, and we'd be happy to do that. Depending on where you're looking at this video, there might be a link somewhere on this page to give you a copy of the form for you to review. We'd be happy to help you out to find your dream waterfront property. Thank you.